Okay, good evening and welcome to MBTV. I'm Captain Lush, your regular host. I'm joined by Aaron Wen, who seems to be frantically running around her room. and she's back now, okay.
Hi.
Aaron Wen,
No,
welcome to the cast.
Chairs.
Okay, that's good. Is your new chair ready for the stream now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's Aaron Wen's first time casting, so it'd be actually nice to her. It's a pleasure to have you here, Aaron Wen.
Thank you.
And you'll be casting on your own team, God of Istiniar.
Yeah, it's quite exciting.
I hope for all the personal gossip behind all these players as the stream goes on.
Yeah, but I'm not really involved in the warband branch anymore, so I don't
you
know
know
some of them.
That's alright, you know most of them.
I know some.
I'm sure you got plenty of dirt to dish. And it's going to be our last game of week 1 on MBTV here, but we've got 3 games in this week and it's been okay. Apis Europae have picked IG this week. What do you think about that, Aaron Wen? Because we were going to discuss this before the stream, but we decided to wait until we're live. Why do you think they've gone for IG?
I was going to ask you that because I don't really understand the pick system or the ladder system anyway. But yeah, why did they go for IG?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of potential angles because, I mean, there's the idea that they are sort of so confident that they think they can just beat anyone, which is perfectly possible. That might be the case that they can. And in which case they've just decided to not only get 3 points themselves in the first week, but also take 3 points away from IG. So by doing this, it means that they are slowing down IG, a potential rival, early on. In a week where perhaps IG weren't ready for a big game, maybe they thought they'd be getting an easy start to the season. So there's that angle of it.
Do we think that AE are ready?
Do we think AE are ready?
Have they had a summer break?
They've had a summer break, yeah, but I mean, I do still think that AE is generally going to be the favourites between AE and IG.
Yeah, well, I think they've won in every encounter so far, haven't they?
I believe they have won every official encounter so far, yeah. I don't know about the full training matches and that, but yeah, they've been pretty dominant. The only sort of thing they've lost they've ever entered is the last season of the WNL, which they lost to Cruel in a dramatic end there.
Yeah, I watched that one. That was a great match.
It was a good match, yeah.
Exciting.
Certainly was, and no drama, which was great. It's been the first time we've had a non-dramatic final for a while in the scene, so that was a relief at least. The other angle, it could just be a bit of posturing. It's like, because I mean, in this picking system, there is kind of a benefit to appearing strong as well, because it means you're less likely to get picked, and therefore they're more likely to have the pick, and then you can choose who your opponent is. So if you sort of appear strong and dangerous, which A might do by beating out IG in the first week, then they could give themselves an advantage, sort of in the picking meta.
Well, I don't think anybody's ever going to consider AE an easy option.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. It could just be a bit of psychological boost themselves. This is another theory I actually had about it, which is that it could be kind of. I mean, I feel like in the past couple of WNLs, what we've had is AE sort of having a sloppy start to the season, and then mid-season either taking a loss or having a really close game, and that sort of kicked them into gear and given them the motivation to kind of drive themselves forward. So I wonder if they've just decided this season to just go head first into the hardest match they can find and just try and get themselves started and get themselves motivated right from the off.
Yeah, that would seem like a reasonable motivation.
That could be it. But we don't know. Maybe we can ask AE if they win, and we can have a little interview with them. I want to talk about the maps and factions. Tell me what you think about Sandy Bush, Nods vs Rodox, first of all.
Well, I'm not really, like I say, I'm not really familiar with the warband scene at the moment.
Don't say that, just flag it, that's what I do.
I remember Sandy Bush. It's tends to be quite often a fight around the graveyard, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know who's starting at which end.
think we're live, so we'll find that out pretty damn soon. I'm gonna run the map intro, so you just be quiet for 1 second. We're gonna run that right now. Okay, we are now live. I made a little mistake there in the production, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that immediately. And now
1 cav, 2 archers for each team. I think that's standard, isn't it, for this map?
yeah, that's pretty damn standard. 2 archers apiece. Sometimes we see more crossbows, maybe, but I actually prefer 2 archers as well. So yeah, I think fairly standard. Occasionally you see 2 cav actually, which can work pretty well. Cav do have a lot of utility. Looks like A have gone for the low road as well, with IG taking the high road, or the graveyard. And a bit of a face-off here. A seem pretty determined.
Quite aggressive.
Yeah, seem determined just to move forward. They're actually kind of going from a multiple angles here. They sent Weirdo and Anders across the open space, and they've driven IG back into the graveyard, who don't seem to want to engage straight away at all. Sphere is up top.
Coming up.
Oh, gets that nice early headshot there on T. That's going to weaken A's assault as well, because they're just down to 1 archer now. Bit of a melee fight in the archway here, and IG doing pretty well in this first round.
Down.
I don't think this aggression is paying off well for A at all. Nero brings down M. Scar and Bloody Death in all kinds of trouble here. Scar gets nice hits off on Rene KB there. And Willow does finally get the first kill for A, but live around with a double kill there brings down Scar and Bloody Death. Jimmy takes down Shimmer, and oh wow, disaster for A in this first round. It's not worked out for them at all. Widow does get a kill here. And they could potentially still do this, but it's very difficult now with 2 players against.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, down goes Widow there to a kick from Marek, and that's pretty brutal. We don't want to go down to a kick. It's humiliating if nothing else.
It'll be mind games. They're lulling IG into a sense of false security.
You think that's likely?
I hope not.
So we do have a very biased co-caster in our own tonight. Rooting for IG all the way, are you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to support A little bit then, just to even out. Even though I'm normally a paragon of impartiality.
Yeah, right.
What does that mean?
I would contest that sometimes.
Well, you won't be contesting it right now, not on this stream.
Okay.
Not on the Captain Lost
show.
So
Yeah.
Okay. In any case,
again? They're not going to do the same thing, are they?
I wouldn't have thought so. Trick me once, fool me, or whatever. However it goes, I don't know how it goes.
Well, fool me once, shame on me. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you for rescuing me there. Sphere up top again. Oh, gets a big hit on M there. Actually misses the headshot. They're not typical for Sphere. And IG going to burst out now as well. They feel confident after last round. They're doing a really good job because A is just not ready for this at all. IG bursting out in huge numbers. And A under just massive pressure right now. Marek brings down Scar. T is fighting a 1 against 2 over there. Shimmer does get 1 kill back, and the jabs for A are doing a bit of work right now. They do take a player advantage. Anders picking up a kill on Rene KB as well. Yeah, he's finding himself a nice spot up there. And now A starting to do really great work in this group fight.
They've got the advantage now.
Yeah, it's 6 players on 3.
Okay, they've got this one.
I think so, yeah. And it looked good for IG there for a second, but A seem to now have found their rhythm a little bit in the group fight. I think they managed to push Sphere off his perch quite early on, and that gave Anders free reign to shoot into the melee, which is a big advantage for them. Okay, so 1 apiece then. Which I think is good. It's like a nice way to start a game because it's like no one's waiting to get off the starting line yet, or anymore even. They both hit the ground running, and they'll all just be feeling pretty confident and relaxed. What really went wrong for IG there, do you think?
I don't know, but there were a couple of jab kills, and the jabs are quite nice.
Do you think it was just a case of those incidents, rather than like a bad IG approach or anything like that. Just a bit of player skill.
I don't see what else. I think it was quite nice that they came out and gave the push. Otherwise, they'd have been stuck in the graveyard. But
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you there. Perhaps you just got to be a bit more aware. Watch out for jabs in the back and all that. A doing a similar thing once again, seeing Anders and Weirdo across there. And A are very, very good with their equipment management. You can see Weirdo already just picking up some mail there. Anders taking mail as well. It's going to make them really hard to kill.
so IGR waiting behind the graveyard this time.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the Rodok team as well. You really don't have any mail options available to you before 3 or 4 rounds. It's so expensive. Sphere is still getting their shots off.
Come up the ladder.
Yeah, Weirdo picks up a
got Kekken down already.
Jav kill, and Sphere once again loses his perch.
Coming in round the back.
And I feel like all advantage for the graveyard is pretty much lost once you're off that perch. And IG got to react now, I think. Otherwise, Anders is going to really cause him too much trouble. As Anders does pick up Osiris, Shema gets a double kill there. M brings down Sphere, and IG kind of crumbling now. Weirdo takes down Marek. Renegade B is going to do what he can. Gets a sort of bump, but not much of a hit. Oh, and Shema finishes him off with a jab kill there. A making very, very effective use of javelins there. Shema Rush and Weirdo in particular having a very nice set. 5-1 and 6-1 of their scores respectively. I wonder if IG will abandon the graveyard. They seem not to be interested in going into the graveyard this time. They're going to try and stick in spawn perhaps. Slightly different approach. Would you like to see some class changes here at this point?
No, I would. I have no reason. I don't actually. Well, it's a shame they haven't got Triori. I'd like to see Triori shooting. But,
so you think Sphere not pulling his weight perhaps, or Jubeg?
Oh no, I think they're doing well. But if you've got one outstanding player, it would be nice to have him in the match.
You mentioned you had some graphics card issues. Perhaps that's the reason for his lack of presence.
Oh, I'm certain. Yeah, I'm certain it's technical difficulties. He hasn't.
Could it possibly be clan difficulties or anything like that?
What are they up to now then? So
I know that
IG have gone straight across.
Yeah, IG have actually got themselves pretty badly split up, I think.
Are you following them?
IG going to send the rest of the players back around that spawn?
No, they're meeting up now, but it's kind of like they swap spawns.
Yeah, it does look a bit like that. Hard to really know how it's going to play out. I think we're going to see the flags here for the first time, which is good. Give us a chance to get our breath.
Anders is going to go for that perch at the top of that staircase, presumably.
It's always sensible to hold that up, just because it's got like a good shot on 2 of the flag spawns. So it's a very important point in the map. Can be reached from both sides though. Doesn't determine the winner always.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe IG were thinking they were going to get a fight in the middle there, and then they didn't.
Oh, the flag spawns in the graveyard. That's pretty nice for AE here, but
oh, that's rough.
It's not unassaultable though. The graveyard. It's not a fortress by any stretch of the imagination. It's got 3 entrance points.
Yeah, they've got to be quick though, haven't they? Because the flag's going up already.
Yeah, it's going up already. Yeah. They pile into that alleyway. I think Dacia's been like pretending to tweet me, but through game chat, which is quite confusing. Looks like IG. They're just sort of sticking to the wall here, trying to avoid the shots, which are really coming at them pretty hard right now. Anders up here.
And Cav behind.
He's got a great view of some IG shoulders and backs. Oh, Bloody Death doing some big work with the jabs. And these jabs, 3 jab kills in a row here for AE, and they're really just making them work for them right now in their favour. This could be a whitewash, I think. Poor old Osiris. Go back to CRPG, Osiris. That's my AE buyer coming in just to balance you out there. And there we go. That'll be the first set. 3-1 to AE.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was happy about that.
No. Tell me what went wrong overall. Oh god, that's loud. I do apologise. Go on.
Sorry, what?
Tell me what went wrong there for IG, really.
They lost.
Well,
basically.
give me.
Yeah, I don't know. They did well on the first one. They seemed very confident and competent. I guess they tried the same thing again.
So maybe it was that false insecurity you mentioned. Maybe that was what really just messed with IG sets.
Yeah.
They thought it's worked once, let's do it forever, and it's not paid off.
Well, I think if something's worked once, it makes sense to do it again.
Well, not if that was gifted. Maybe that was AE's plan.
Oh yeah, but I mean, when it doesn't work, then you switch things.
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like Nords have a bit of an advantage on this map, so wouldn't write off IG by any stretch at this point. I think Nords get better armor, and I think mainly the armor is like the main difference. I think like Rodox, just without a sort of decent mid-tier armor option, they're just so vulnerable to like axe, like high damage dealing axes, and that really makes a big difference in the melee fights. Plus the javelin drops as well, really significant.
So we'll see what happens when they switch them.
We certainly shall. I'm sure IG won't be too disheartened either. Do you think there's any real advantage to the spawns in this map? To either spawn?
Well, I think I play ranged. I would always prefer the graveyard from the point of view of having a nice position to shoot from.
That's fair enough. You get a decent spot in the low road though. Get that little sort of catwalk kind of area. Like not good enough.
Well, I never played Warband in a match at all ever, so I wouldn't know how that goes. But I know whenever I joined the training, I felt in the lower road you were quite vulnerable.
Oh, fair enough then. Why is it you've never played a match out of interest? Why is it you never played a match out of interest?
Because back when I was playing Warband, I wasn't that available at training time. It was always when I had things to do with my children.
So you missed out a little bit there?
Yeah, well, probably might not have been considered good enough either. I mean, we've always had some excellent players.
Yeah, that's true. IG's very competitive roster. And always been a pretty big team. Well, actually, AE do have a bigger roster this time, I believe. So
yeah, they've been picking up players all the time, haven't they?
Bulked out, yeah. So I think we're live now, and we're gonna go back into the game.
Yeah, not a few of the AE players were playing for IG back when I was involved in the Warband branch.
Okay, I think I've messed up the production a little bit here. Hopefully. Oh dear. Sorry, this is all my fault. You have to bear with me a second. Okay, we should be all good right now. IG now playing as the Nords. Or wait, I'm gonna fix this because I have prepared a little something here. Just while the teams are not doing
They're
not
quite
doing much.
spread out. IG are quite spread out. They holding their spawn.
Okay.
Okay, they're mostly in the graveyard.
I've got a little something prepared here. There's something I've been doing lately. I've got the Google Korean robot to do the names for each team. So I will just announce them right now with that which I've got prepared. So playing as the Nords, as Team 1, it is.
가드 오브 이스티니어.
Up against them as the Rodox. They're leading 3-1 right now. Second place in the last WNL, it is.
아피스 유로파.
There you go. Okay, we can continue casting normally. We didn't miss much in the game, I don't think, there anyway.
Now LaRue's up in that nice archer spot, which is really not something you'd want to come up against.
No. Very, very threatening player. Didn't make a huge bang. Was he playing in the last set, was he? Or maybe he wasn't. Well, I'm not sure now.
Yes, he was.
He was. Didn't make much of a big bang, but his teammates did the work for him. I think it was mainly Shema. And someone else who they dropped who was doing most of the killing. Yeah, they brought in Peter, it looks like, and Mitchell. So they are switching things up.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think yeah, IG are pretty much the same.
They brought in Crazy Boy though. So they're perhaps requiring a bit of rage. It looks like, yeah, IG not going to be going for the flag at all. They're just going to be bursting out, looking to catch AE off guard, and that's doing pretty well for them. They brought down Clark Johnson immediately there. Shimmer does pick off Kekken with a nice couch lance kill, which is good for AE to pick that up. In spite of a bit of a tactical disadvantage there. Ooh, and M being caught under a bit of trouble there. Didn't take an arrow hit, but has escaped relatively unscathed. And I don't want to overextend into this alley because... Oh, no, they're doing pretty well. They brought down Shemma. Very nice from Ronnie KB there. Sphere 6 and M. And yeah, IG just looking great in this round so far. 7 players against 4. And off to a great start. They've got Axel up in that little cubby hole, causing him a few problems, but I don't think he's going to be able to fire fast enough to help out his teammates. Nice kill there to bring down Osiris. And him and Scar against 6 players. They are great players, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do this. Scar doing what he can against Eliran. Oh, team kill there from Sphere, and Marit brings down Axel there. Scar, I think, just going to back off and try and stay alive, because there's too many IG players remaining. We'll have to deal with Crazy Boy trying to look up a crossfire on him. Which is a bit problematic. Yeah, Sphere able to take him down the end there. And nice round for IG there.
Yeah, unless this is all the AE plan, you know, let the first round go.
Well, I mean, 2-6 is not even that bad a score, so even if they're being gifted it, I think they should take it and run.
Yeah, that was not serious, but...
Okay. What do you think then?
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes the same way this time. AE seem to be doing much the same thing, holding their corner.
I mean...
IG splitting up again.
Why exactly was it you think that IG won that round?
I honestly have no clue. When I saw them walking basically away from the lower road and the flag, I thought that was a strange thing to do. So their tactics are a mystery to me.
Oh, fair enough. I think what it
Ollie's
was
leading.
Okay.
I guess he knows what he's doing.
My fellow War the Roses champion there. I think what happened was they tried to second guess IG, and they looked to do a bit of a flank, but they sent just a couple of players over the plaza to go around the back. And what IG did was just sort of clump up and attack all that way, and ended up getting a few easy kills that way, like just over in the plaza.
Yeah,
Give them the momentum.
Seem to be in the same positions. When the flag comes out in about 20 seconds, is that right?
Yeah, around the 2-minute mark. Just gone 2 minutes. A few people complaining about lag. I'm sorry for that, but it should be fixed in the VOD. But we'll just hopefully you can just bear with us for that. Unfortunately, internet connection isn't the best here. Once again, the low road. The flag goddess is a fickle one.
AE coming in.
So they're going to send a couple of players across the top again, but this time IG not going to group up and turn around. Looks like they just have got a few players back to deal with them. I think this is more playing into AE's hands this time. Yeah, Axel gets that kill on Crazy Boy. Everyone does play a kill back though, and they're not outnumbered anywhere, but I feel like AE more happy with this. But no, IG doing great work at the moment. Sphere and Nero picking up kills under Mitchell, and no Archer's left for AE, I don't think. Oh, well, Axel's left, but they're dropping like flies. Down goes Shemmer. Oh, and a team kill from Axel as well there. Take down Peter, and it's just Axel left now. And the poor guy against a whole bunch of IG players. Looks like another round for IG.
Again. Yeah.
And that didn't work out for AE at all. I mean, they're doing a similar thing. They're splitting up, but they're not winning the fights, and that's causing them a big load of problems. think we're going to see something radically different from AE this time.
I was going to say it'd be interesting to see what they do with this, but
I think we're going to see some dramatic changes. What would you do in AE's position, having seen what you've seen so far?
I'd hope the flag spawns somewhere else this time.
Just think flag gambling is your answer.
I
Well-
mean, from that position, you've got good cover over the graveyard in the centre, so it would be very bad luck. Not that it hasn't happened before, that the flags spawned
No, there's
in
been-
an unfavourable place.
I believe it was IR versus DRZ where they spawned in the same spot every round, and DRZ ended up drawing the match or something like that, which is like a complete upset. IR were a bit mad at that. I mean, the mechanic is basically kind of broken. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you would feel it was very unfair, wouldn't you?
You would do, but I mean, you know,
if that happened.
it's random. It's not like you don't get any promise that it's going to spawn anyway. It's completely random, and so
Yeah,
it's valid.
and with a random situation, it will happen sometimes that happens.
Exactly.
but-
So when you're playing the game, you gotta adjust to that and make sure that you can contest every flag in some way at least.
Yeah, so AE have pretty much withdrawn to the graveyard, have they?
Yeah, it looks like it. They're really gambling on that flag. But I mean, you know, it's not a huge map. Even if it spawns on the low road, I think they got a good chance.
Yeah, you can get around quite quickly.
I just feel like what they're doing, which isn't working, is splitting up. IG are dealing with that really well. I think A would be better off if they just gunned it down one way, especially the direction that they would come from. I think has like quite a strong view on that flag.
Let's see where the flag spawns.
It has spawned
That's
up in the graveyard.
quite
So
favourable for AE.
yeah, it looks
They've
like
got
it.
LaRue covering.
Interesting to see Hammer coming out here on Peter. The great Hammer, no less. Looking to crush some IG skulls. You a fan of the Hammer?
No, not really. I mean, I only ever played ranged, so.
Yeah, but you know, just to see as an idea of a weapon, it crushes through blocks. It's a troll kind of weapon. You like it?
Oh, if somebody on my team is using it and we win, then yes. Otherwise, no.
Can't say fairer than that. IG now piling over.
Peckin's
Over the
coming
ladder.
around behind.
IG having a pretty hard time here, I think, getting up on the side. They are now over. They haven't really made much progress on the low exit.
They've come over the top.
First, let's go to IG though. Nero picking off Shema, and without the cab left, A potentially
Ooh, nice
significantly
headshot
weakened.
from LaRue.
Yeah, now Crazy Boy's up top though now. If he can get some shots off here, he can turn the tide, but I think it's just slipping far too much in favour of A right now. It's 7 against 3. Despite the first kill going to
I
IG.
would be surprised if they came back.
Oh, team kill there, a bit of reckless spear work from Mitchell, who goes down as well, and Osiris doing nice work, but Craig Johnson is on his case right now. Oh yeah, he's so hard to deal with, Craig Johnson. He's so aggressive as a player. Peter comes in, smacks him up with the hammer. And Europae stabilising. They do take a round here now. And bring it to 4-3. Last round of the first map then. And I think no matter what happens here, the second map is going to be very, very important. Even if it's 5-3, it's still a pretty close score. Perhaps some people were maybe expecting to see a bit more dominance from AE, but hasn't happened. You proud of your Istiniarians so far?
Yeah, I think they're doing really well.
It's interesting to see how this is just broken down into kind of like flag waiting after the relatively aggressive first set we had. I feel like go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I've always thought it makes sense to wait for the flags because you don't know what you're fighting over until you know where they've appeared.
I gotta say I completely disagree. I think
Yep.
I think it's a psychological thing. I think that it feels less like you're taking a risk if you wait for the flags, but realistically, when you wait for the flags, you're still taking a risk. There's no like guarantee you're going to win no matter what. I think there's plenty of things that people could be doing more with aggression. I don't know. I think that it's just like a stagnation of the meta. I think when we have seen aggression work, it's been very impressive. I just feel like the teams haven't really tried hard enough to work out when it works and why it works. I think there is something to it.
Yeah, well, if you've got the other team have good archers and you know they're set up, then walking into their line of fire doesn't seem like a great idea.
You're right, but
Lovely flag in the middle, so now we'll see them.
yeah, it's nicely contested. But I mean, you know, I still feel like on a map like this, there's not really too many places where you can have like wicked crossfires that are unassaultable. You can have nice archer spots, but just one archer's deal with. Anyway, I'm ranting on, and it's quite hypothetical.
Yeah.
What we have now is a real situation. Interestingly though, it's going to play out on the low road, which is a bit bad for A, I think, because LaRue is nowhere to be seen, and he's not
covering the flag, isn't he? So if
yeah, but he's not supporting them in this
IG
fight.
pull away and come round, he's gonna.
But I mean, if A were going to walk into a fight there on the low road, then that would have been a big problem for them, because they would have no real archer support except for Axel. They are going to back off now.
Shooting up to the middle, aren't they?
Axel's taking a hit, and I think this is pretty good actually now for AE, because IG going to have a hard time getting up this ladder unscathed. They're already taking hits here, and they might just have to abandon this and go the other way.
And the
I
flag's
think.
going up.
Yeah, I think IG are now in a lot of trouble. Crazy Boy does get a nice hit in there, and he's set up the crossfire to give them a bit of space, forcing A to pull back, and they're now able to pull up onto the plaza. Getting a nice early kill in as well. Nice work from Marek, the Czech player, I believe. And now it's kind of an even fight. Peter does get himself a nice little hammer kill up there, and he's going to be going to town on Rennie KB as well. Poor guy goes down, and
Got a
now
headshot on Sphere, that's
yeah,
dreadful.
Peter now busting out the hammer, going to do what he can with that. Oh, team kill, but it's not going to matter at this point.
Yeah, that was a bit late. Could have done with that a bit earlier.
Yeah, I think he perhaps got a little bit reckless there, was Peter. And it's going to be 5-3 the final score. So pretty even, but A with a slight lead for the time being, which is, you know, understandable. Oh, that's loud. Okay,
What?
I just put the music on really loud there.
Oh.
It's deafened everyone, but that's okay. It's not okay, but it'll have to do. And we go in 5-3 to the second map. As you said, you were pretty pleased with IG, and I don't think that's kind of changed too badly in that last round. But AE are ahead.
Yeah, I'd be quite interested in what I should probably know, but I don't know how this works. Do the teams pick a map each?
No, it's randomized.
Oh, it's set.
Yeah, it's all
It's
set.
set by you.
Not me.
Well, yeah, sorry, the
I got
organisers.
I got no
Actually,
authority.
I do remember seeing that now.
So this has been the same map and factions.
For everyone.
Played by everyone this week. So we got a good chance to see how it goes. I mean, we do have a rough idea already that Ruins kind of plays out a bit more cav focused. It's going to be more important. But this is
Because then it's not live.
it's not live, yeah. But I mean, you know, it's something we saw in the last WNL especially, was AE going with 6 cav. Could be something we see brought out here. We actually did have IG. I think they dealt with it pretty well when they came up against it in the WNL4. But it's a very difficult tactic to deal with. It really kind of pushes the game into a kind of weird place. And we actually, I remember when we had A and IG playing on this before, it was really like a lot of waiting while the flag was spawned until like the last kind of 30 seconds of the round, then all rushing to the flag. It got really weird. But I don't know, maybe we might not see that here.
That might be quite difficult to follow if they're all on cav.
Yeah, I mean anything could happen, I think.
But I mean, AE aren't all cav specialists.
No, they're not. But at the same time, it's the fact that there are 6 of them, and it's, you know, it's hard to tell who's who, and they're all just like surrounding you the whole time. And you can practice, you can get to decent standards. So yeah, it certainly, and no matter what you say about it, it definitely was effective in the last season.
Yeah.
and it's something that IG will have to consider before this match. In spite of sort of me suggesting that I kind of predicted to win this, and they should always beat IG. They really did finish very close in the last season. Actually came second and third in the league, although AE did win first place in the playoffs and IG took fourth.
Well, I don't remember the matches particularly, but I think although AE have always won, it's sometimes been closer than the scores suggested.
Yeah, that's probably quite right. We do have, for a little bit of information which you can't see right now, we do have AE taking a 6-cav setup in this kind of sort of break. I don't know if that's a sign or maybe if they're trying to do that to confuse IG. Maybe suggest that it's going to happen when it's not really. We don't really know.
So it's Saranids and Vegas this round?
Yeah, what do you think of that on this map?
Yeah, that's a hard question because then I have to try and remember something about the factions, and I don't remember much.
The Saranids are the ones that dress in yellow.
I remember that much.
And they sort of like the kind of Araby kind of faction. The Aegis are the sort of Russian-y ones, and they got like, they used to have free scimitars for the archers, but then we removed it.
Right. Yeah, is that why I remember Vega Archer being quite a good choice? Or?
Yeah, because they all used to have the free scimitars, but they don't have them anymore. So they're a bit harder to play out. You got to get like a drop from a cav or something. Horsemen still get the free scimitars.
So was that removed because you felt it was a bit OP?
Yeah, Vegas were kind of considered to be the best team, best faction. Kind of still are as well. But you know, we'll see. We've certainly seen Sarah's do pretty well here. We actually saw yesterday. It was Loyalty. They won 5-3 overall, and actually got 3 of those rounds to Saranids. They did better with Saranids than Vegas, even though normally people will expect Vegas to be the better faction. So anything can happen. It's Warband. Team's just going to be taking a little break here before it starts second map. Do you think the lack of Triari is being a real problem for IG here? Or do you think AE are kind of beating them? Do you think AE would be winning anyway? Or do you think Triari could make a difference? Or perhaps maybe Corey?
I
think
Triari would make a huge difference.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a great player. It's always useful to have him on the team.
Yeah, so perhaps they really are missing him quite badly.
And you know, to have him sort of be unavailable, to have these sorts of problems in the last minute sort of thing, that must be a bit disconcerting as well.
Oh yeah, certainly. You've got to
I
change some
would
plans.
assume that, yeah.
They still do have Sphere, the other sort of
Sphere's great.
famous powerhouse archer, Raiji.
It's not like any of the team are bad.
No, you're right.
But when you have someone who's sort of particularly reliable.
Yeah, and he's so prolific as well, Triari. Very famous for just racking up those headshots. Really stirring things up. Exceptional player.
But hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yeah, indeed. It could be a while before IG are facing AE again.
Oh, now that's something I wanted to ask. So in this picking system, is it theoretically possible for someone to pick the same team every week?
Not every week. You can't pick the same team twice in a row, but after that you're free to pick them again. So you can play them up to sort of, I don't know, however many weeks divided by 2 you can play a team.
Yeah.
So it's likely these teams will meet again. I think it's going to be a knockout stage at the end of this as well. Well, I'm not sure about that actually. I now feel suddenly very unsure of that. Perhaps someone can tweet us in, let us know, will there be a knockout stage of this? I hope there is, because I always feel like the knockout stage is kind of a bit more valid maybe.
And this is sponsored by Freaky again, is that right? So
that is right.
Playing for t-shirts.
Also sponsoring IG, so good that you're bringing that up.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Very good.
It's great that Freaky, Freaky.co.uk, I believe there's a website. It's great that they're giving the t-shirts a little bit of extra, like a nice little memorable thing to have if you win, and nothing to compete for if you don't win. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, they're great t-shirts.
I've got a feeling there's no knockout stage, which I think is kind of a shame. Are we live here?
So it would just be...
I think we're live. So we're going to have to run that map intro. Okay, here we go. Playing as the standard team in the village spawn is the one and only.
가드 오브 이스티니어.
Up against them, winning 5-3 at the moment. Second place in the previous WNL. It is.
아피스 유로파.
Hell yeah, it is. Okay, Aaron, when? Give us a bit of a prediction for
for
this.
AE and only 2 for IG. That's
Okay, that's a good place to start. They have gone for the 6 cav. Well, I mean, what we actually saw AE doing this last season was putting archers on horses and having 2 horse archers, but it looks like Anders playing dismounted. Is T doing the same thing as well? Yeah, playing dismounted as well. Or maybe I'm just... No, I'm getting confused. What we actually have them doing is it's Cleric Johnson, who I'll find somewhere. And I believe it's probably going to be probably Weirdo as well. What they're actually doing is they're playing with saddle horses and sort of like an infantry set of gear. So their main role is going to be to dismount and start engaging enemy archers in melee. But they're just using the horse for like sort of mobility around the map more than anything.
the flags are spawned out in the open. Oh.
They have done.
AE
Yeah.
are already there, raising their flag. IG have quite a walk.
Kazan's going to be putting on those ropes, raising that flag up.
Oh, and in fact they're not even going to the flag. Where are they going?
They're going to the ruins, but I think that's they don't have much time. They're gonna get to that flag pretty soon. Yeah, I think they're just gonna start going towards that now. But they seem a bit indecisive about how to deal with this. Kekken is actually still not going towards the flag. He's got other things on his mind. And taking a bit of fire from T over in those forests, but they're just still going to be moving forward. And they've just got to run for that flag now because it's almost up. They don't seem to be... Oh no, looks like A have gone off the flag now, so they've got a bit of breathing space now, IG. They're going to move on to it now though.
They're going to take Kekken down, presumably.
Kekken, yeah, looks like they've... Although he could keep them busy there for a long time. As we see, Clark Johnson and Willow dismounting there to engage him in melee. Just get that kill a bit faster. Actually, Asin gets in the end. The problem
So
here...
you can move around quite quickly, so they're back at the
The problem for IG now is this crossfire which they've got. So they've got Anders and T really going to just be hitting them from both sides here. It's a perfect crossfire essentially on the flag. IG player's going down pretty badly right now. Crazy Boy pulls 1 kill back, but he's got very low health himself. And as soon as scores go down, they could be curtains. Zan now dismounting to raise a flag, and with not much time left, I feel like this could just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
I think he's gonna get the last kill on Crazy Boy here, but yeah. Oh, he gets a kill just before he gets the horse there, which is nice work from Crazy Boy. He's able to get the only 2 kills of IG in that round, but a pretty convincing win for AE there. 6 cav. You think it's OP?
Well, it looks it here.
It looks OP when it's working really well.
Yeah. When the last final, they were out-caved, weren't they? So.
Well, actually, well, they were sort of out-jabbed. We saw Korra take a lot of infantry, and actually they were just they basically died to a bunch of jabs.
Their cav were very effective.
Korra's cav.
Yeah.
They were, yeah. Actually, Relax had a really great game as well, but they weren't sort of beaten by the virtue of taking fewer cav than Korra or anything like that. Actually, Korra didn't take sort of too many cav at all.
They're just very effective.
Yeah, yeah.
They did the same. In fact, is the whole setup the same?
For IG?
Well, I know IG is. I was wondering what A were up to.
Yeah, the same. Probably they just bought some nicer gear, a few trinkets here and there, and that sort of thing. I was like, Axel's got himself a nice hunter and some fancy armor, that sort of stuff. Peter going with the Corsair as well. He does tend to prefer playing with the Corsair. Likes that mobility. Sitting sneakily behind a bush as well. Crazy boy gonna rat him out. And gonna get a lance on his horse for his troubles. And Peter is speeding off on his white pony.
IG moving round.
Yeah,
Not waiting for the flag spawn, but then.
They're playing as if they're concerned about getting caught in a crossbow, but really, A, only have 2 archers. The problem is
you only need 2 for a crossbow.
You only need 2, yeah, but I mean, it's like they're playing as if A, you've got like archers all over the map, and they just got to stick to the edge. But I think the thing is because, I mean,
That's bad luck. They'd already moved away from this.
Oh, they're not too far away from it, but the thing is that when you have this many cav, your movement is really hindered. So I think that's what's pushing him to the edge of the map. Oh, weirdo there. Taking a bit of a risk. Perhaps could get caught out by Crazy Boy here. Jumps out of danger, but has taken quite a bit of damage on his horse here. Flag Johnson dismounts to get into the melee fight, and that's going to cause a bit of problems for these A players, I think, as well.
Nice headshot from Anders.
It was very nice. Taking down Pegasus. Team kill from Oliverant there as well, and Flag Johnson just causing them all kinds of problems on the ground. Actually able to just stay alive for so long. As the AE cav coming to do work like Pizza, you see there. Being huge. Axel and T pick up kills, and it's 6-3 player advantage. Craig Johnson's not even done the attack for ages, and he's just been basically just blocking and letting his teammates do the work. Don't know if he even got a kill there in that whole thing. I don't think he did. But he was just a constant threat to those IG players. So, yeah, IG really not dealing with this very well at all. I think what they should sort of do is just turtle. Even after flag spawns, I just want to... Oh, dear. I got that on camera. Rennie be caught napping there. And, you know, now they've only got 1 horseman, Crazy Boy, to deal with the 6 of A. That's really, really tough for them to deal with.
I wonder if A will wait this time or come in. It feels like a good advantage.
I think they're going to wait for flags again. They just keep their cool. No rush for them. I think IG just seem a bit of a loss out to deal with this.
Yeah.
Which is strange because I mean,
shooting at them. They're going towards him now.
I should have been expecting it. Yeah. Always. I think he's got a hit on one of them as well there. Or was that a jav? What's hit Nero there?
I didn't see.
That was an arrow. Yeah, it must have been Anders from or
T
from
that corner.
Mid. Well, where's Anders then? Is he?
Anders was right up against the wall when he was shooting at them. Just across. I don't know where he's gone there. Yeah, he's just moved back a bit. But he was up by that round tower.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think that possibly was him. Shooting through that bush. He's got himself some nice gear as well now, Anders. Fancy helmet, fancy armor. Nice strongbow. And it just seems like IG just gonna be waiting for the flags, but you gotta wonder what is their plan when the flags spawn. Have they got anything really to offer in response to this?
We'll find out. Flags have spawned back up near Archer Hill. IG go.
A again, yeah, they sort of gone immediately for IG while they're in transit. Nice hit off on Shema Fresh there. From Sphere, I believe. But now look at these, kicking the Sphere is so vulnerable out in the open. In comes Garrett Johnson, gets the counter on skills. Sphere just being harassed and harangued by these AE cavalry. They even move off now to just move on to some other players.
Yeah, Sphere's gone down.
Yeah, going to the side as well, and
Only 3 left.
I just completely cut up in transit. Crazy boy is able to slip off, but oh, he's gonna go down very, very soon. There he goes. T with the final blow. He's actually taking himself a saddle horse, and he's gonna be horse archering up a little bit there. So even more mobility for. Oh no, he gets to keep his saddle horse for some reason. Very quick swap set for A as well. We saw exactly what was going on there very, very quickly. They know exactly what they're doing. They've obviously been practicing that.
Yeah, well, one of the things about AE players, they obviously pick up good players who play a lot, but in a lot of hours.
That's important.
That's how you become a specialist in anything. Put in the hours.
Certainly is. Doesn't explain my incompetence at the game though. Schmafresh looking a bit vulnerable here. It looks like. Oh no, he's got away pretty unscathed. Axel. Oh dear. Oh, it looks like. Yeah, he's gonna be. Oh, it's a couch and a bump. What's going on now?
Caught in the middle by all this cap again.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the match. Game over. I think. Liveran's got 1 kill. Rennie pulls a kill back as well, but. Oof. T with the headshot. I just wasn't able to deal with this 6 cat tactic at all. It doesn't look like something they've really prepared specifically for, or really thought about what is going to work well against it. They've just been pretty much brutalised by A. 4-0 is the set score, and after a relatively even first map, A have just completely whitewashed Ruin so far. And that's going to mean they've won, and I'm going to call the stream, going to end it there. We will try an interview though, so do stick around. Hopefully A can send over one of their players just to talk to us for a little bit. You fancy that, Aaron?
That would be nice.
Be nice? Perhaps it'd be an old friend for you.
Yeah, do we get to vote?
Well, is there anyone you prefer? We could make a request. LaRue?
Yeah, always.
You a big fan of LaRue?
Oh, absolutely.
He's a
Who
chance.
isn't?
Well, I certainly am. I think I put the wrong set there actually. Gotta make sure this is all appearing right on the stream. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can get in the room. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see why they can't send the room. Just bring them in. I know you're obviously in mourning right now and you're feeling pretty rough, as
it's a bit sad. Yeah.
As IG did get a bit brutalised. Is there anything they can take away from this game?
Well, they obviously have to work out how to deal with the 6 cav on open maps. A may not be the only team who play it. IG didn't seem to have an answer for it today. So that's clearly what they've got to work on.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. I wonder. I'm trying to get Lura in, but I don't know if he's going to come for the interview or not. I think he might be playing.
Oh well.
Okay, I think someone else is going to come.
We'll take what we can get then.
Whatever old scraps they send us.
Yeah, I was quite surprised Luru wasn't playing in that.
I think he's going to play in this last set, so we just missed out. We're going to have Tommy come to join us though, which will be a pleasure. Also a very nice chap and a very fun player. I don't know if anyone else is going to come and join us. I think it might just be Tommy. That's okay. Perhaps Clark Johnson as well? I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like we're going to have Tommy and Clark Johnson. Just let them get in and then we'll kick off the interview. Get thinking of some questions.
Oh, well, yeah. What we need to know is how to beat that 6-card setup.
So it's secrets. You want intelligence.
That would be the most helpful.
That's fair enough.
I mean, it's I've never managed to deal with Cav. I had quite a lot of instruction from David at one point, but